You have the Hanged Man. You could be dealing with a Pisces, possibly. Doesn't have to be. But basically, this is somebody stuck on you. You stuck on them. It's like a limbo. Not moving on with whatever it is. Apparently, you know you should be moving on. Different reasons. Sometimes, you're just trying to get all your information, trying to get more info before you make this decision. So the universe could actually be putting you in this position so that you have a chance to see the other person's side, look at things differently, different angle, different perspective. It's a matter of perspective. Okay? This is in your recent past. So it's like that urge to hurry up and decide. There's some stubbornness going on, let me tell you. For some of you guys, you know that you should be getting out of this situation. It seems like it's not very stable. It's crumbling. It's about to come down. But the ego is in the way. I don't know if it's yours, theirs, both. I don't know. Could have to do with that need to forgive. Alrighty then. We'll get more info, no worries. Now let's talk about your present energy. Really, really worried and overthinking about why something didn't work. Wondering if you wasted your time. Yep, overthinking. You have the Eight of Swords. See how she has her hands tied behind her back? It feels like this is what somebody is saying, or this is how you're feeling. Like, let's say that something could be changed pretty fast, or you have the answers to whatever this is. But you could be saying, yeah, I don't think I can do anything about that. My hands are tied. Can't do anything about it. Or this is what they're saying to you. I can't do anything about it. My hands are tied. Knowing that something can be done. Can be done. Others, this has to do with that overthinking, that anxiety, thinking that you are stuck, that there's nothing that can be done. This is what you're thinking. Remember, swords are about thoughts and communication. So that if you keep saying this, thinking this, imagining the worst case scenario, then that's what you put out to the universe. And that's what they usually give you. What you're constantly thinking about, stressing about, worried about. So it doesn't have to happen. It's not as bad as you think. It's the need to cut through the illusions. Somebody is in La La Land, Fantasyland. Fantasyland. They're not seeing what's right, in front of them, or playing the victim, or projecting, accusing the other, knowing that it's not their truth, it's not the truth, but doing it so that to buy time. This could even be a legal tactic. If it is legal, whoever, like the lawyer or the other side, is saying something like, this is the best we can do. We can't do anything about it. My hands are tied. I wouldn't believe them. Get a second opinion, if anything. Okay, the holidays are prolonging something too. They want to go on vacation. They're the ones that are disconnected from the world when you need them. Now let's talk about your near future. You have the Lovers. Oh, is that why that we saw that Two of Pentacles in the beginning? Somebody is juggling two different lovers, two different situations. You could be dealing with a Gemini. This is a choice. That's what somebody's saying. I have no choice. There's nothing I can do. This is just the way it is. Okay, so there could be the whole releasing of the ex. Somebody saying that they can't because they can't leave them hanging. There could be children involved. There could be something about money where, I have to make sure that the home is sold or I get my cut, however this is. So for now, I can't do anything about it. I have to stay. But someone is being asked to decide. Is it going to be me or is it going to be them? You need to decide. And the other person is saying, I can't. I can't right now. My hands are tied. There is a decision that is being asked to be made. If it's not, a lover situation, then this is just situations. Like to being of, how do you say that? Head over heart, having to make some kind of head over heart decision in regards to two situations. Which job do I choose? Which sister or brother or parent do I go to for the holidays? It's like you need to decide. Let's wait for that motorcycle to pass by. They're asking you to decide. And if you make the wrong decision, they're going to feel like you love them, like you're choosing the other side. Obviously, they want you to decide. But this is two different scenarios. Well, a lot of scenarios, but putting a lot of pressure, a lot of stress to make this decision. Okay. It feels kind of like more holiday, like, you know, whose house are you going to go to? Do we have... Okay, so you know how we have all this COVID stuff going on. If you have like your older adults or grandparents, there's that decision of, look, we want to get all the family together, but we don't want to risk anything happening. So that's a major decision. Understandable. Beneath the deck, you have the Six of Wands. So it could have to do could be in regards to a position, a job position. Which one do I choose? Or an employer is trying to figure out who to select for this position. Who gets the promotion? Who gets the big office? Who gets that title? The Six of Wands is all about recognition. It's success, victory. Somebody is actually really on that high horse, huh? Somebody's on that high horse. That's that stubborn energy I was feeling. Feeling like they're the ones that are going to get it and kind of throwing it in the other's face. Something about favoritism. If it has to do with family, it's like, well, everybody likes to come to my house, so everybody's going to come over here. Something like this. But yeah, a lot of recognition, attention. Somebody's just seeking attention and are playing the victim. Playing the victim. A lot of sibling rivalry. Or co-workers, however it is. Plug it in accordingly. Okay, my Aries, so now let's talk about this Hangman in your recent past. What are you stuck on? All the hard work. Too many burdens. Somebody's very much overwhelming you. Or you're overwhelming them. The Ten of Wands has to do with feeling overwhelmed. Feeling like you got too much going on, working too hard. Everything put on you. So let's say we're talking about the holidays. Maybe it's always expected that everything is at your place, that you do all the cooking, that you take care of all the arrangements. You're always stuck doing this. Or the other person feels that they're always stuck doing this. When it has to do with work, it feels like you are always stuck, with all the work. And really wanting to do this because you're trying to, get that promotion, trying to be noticed, but apparently they're taking advantage. They're taking advantage. But not, what is it that you're waiting for? Because you're waiting for something before you let them know how you're feeling. You're going to stay waiting around if you don't, get out of this energy, because they are really, really, how should I say? They just expect you to say yes. Always. Yeah, of course, I'll take care of it. Yes, I can handle it. Yes, yes. And you get stuck with it. Too much. Some of you guys, you need to just disconnect, remember? Um, others, the ex, whoever this is that you're stuck on, or they're stuck on you, it's a very heaviness. So they're draining you, whether it's intentional or not. Their energy is still hanging around, you know, still hanging around. And that's taking a toll. Taking a toll. Now let's see, what is this Eight of Swords? The Eight of Swords is clarified by the star. Beautiful. My Aries. You know what this is? Well, some of you guys could be dealing with an Aquarius, possibly. But this is saying that whatever this is supposed to be happening. You're on the right path. You're divinely guided. You're divinely protected. You're getting a lot of information, a lot of downloads that are going to help you get out of this unstuck mode. And you're going to realize, a lot of you already know this, realize that your hands are not tied. You can do it all. Cut through that BS, cut through the illusions. You know, you're going to be able to see who's for you, who's against you, who wants to keep you in that la-la land, fantasy land, right? So you're going to get some signs. You're going to get some synchronicities. You're going to be guided. You already are. Some of you guys are stuck in this position to see certain things. So certain things could be the spotlight. The spotlight is going to be shown on certain things that maybe you had missed before. Definitely could have to do with some actual, you know, spotlight. Maybe celebrity status, trying to get noticed, getting that call, them deciding that they want you in their production and their project. They want you to be the one that gets this recognition. This is getting a lot of attention. It's destined. Don't try not to think of the negative, you know, the worst case scenario, when you feel like you're getting in that mentality. Oh, it never happens. Like somebody commented on one of the below, and they said something like, oh, this isn't for me. I never win. Whatever I try, I never win. So I had to mention, like, you know what? That when you say I never win, actually they said I will never win. Like, well, you probably will never win, because that is exactly what you're putting out to the universe. So guess what the universe is going to give you? No win. Just saying. So be careful what you talk about. The Lovers is clarified by the Nine of Swords in reverse. Perfect. Beautiful. So this is letting go of that stress. Maybe because you stopped thinking so negative. Somebody's going to make a decision. This decision is going to cause less stress, less anxiety. You'll finally be able to have some peace of mind, because somebody's going to decide. You or them. This is good. I was getting the energy of somebody being watched. Somebody's watching you. Maybe they're watching, you know, if they're trying to, if you're like in the spotlight, you are watched, you know, right? If you are in, what is it, like social media, stuff like this, then they're trying to see how you handle things. They're trying to select from many. So that's why there is going to be recognition. So be careful about what you post, especially if it has to do just with regular job. You know, nowadays they look at social media and all this before they hire you. So be careful with that. You know, don't put yourself all partying all crazy, because I feel like future possible employers, they're looking at stuff like that, and that could be the determining factor. Beneath the deck, you have the Five of Swords upright. So this would be, again, those words, cutting words. A lot of pettiness, playing games, a lot of drama, feeling manipulated, trying to figure out how to manipulate this situation. Again, could be family, but it's petty. It's not really worth it. They're trying to push your buttons. They're trying to push your buttons. Okay? A lot of drama here. The Hermit in reverse could be dealing with a Virgo. This is a tendency to over-isolate. It's kind of like, well, fine, I feel that bratty energy, where it's like, okay, so you're not going to do it my way, then I'm not going to go. I'm just going to stay. You guys figure it out. Type thing. It's petty. It's not worth it. Agree to disagree. Can't forgive, huh? Can't forgive what was said before, what was done before. For some of you guys, this is what it keeps being brought up. Could have happened a long time ago, but when this is brought up, it makes the other feel guilty or feel like they have to do whatever, they're asked to do because of that one mistake or, however that is. Okay, my Aries, so now, after hearing what you heard, what would you like to know? Okay, meditation brings answers. All right, let's give you one more. This is what your advice is from the divine. Don't stop. Get it, get it. There you go. Meditation brings answers, and don't stop. Victory is yours. Just don't let the pettiness get to you. Or some of you, don't be petty. Just saying. I don't know your life like that. Okay, so it says, this is not the time to give up. Continue to move in the direction of your hopes, dreams, or plans. You are on the right path, and you should see progress as long as you stay the course. It is very important that you stand your ground and believe in yourself. Don't let others intimidate you into quitting. Just because they don't have your vision doesn't mean you shouldn't follow your heart. There you go, my Aries.